All right, guys, let's talk about more layer styles, and your layer styles or FX palette. So the first thing I want you to do is just open up a file, new, 8 by 10, 150 resolution, and get that up on your screen. And then just come on over to your type tool and choose some type. Let's get a wild color, and you're just going to type a word, any word. All right, so if I come down here to the bottom of my layer styles palette, make sure you're on the layer that is literally your text layer. You're gonna come down to FX, and as we had talked about before, you have the drop shadow, but also within here we have all these other layer styles. So the first one I'm gonna click on is Bevel and Emboss. And as you can see, the layer style palette comes up, and then you can bevel and emboss. You can change all sorts of things, your depth, your size, you can soften it, the technique, everything. You can change all sorts of things. And once you get it how you like it, you're going to hit OK. And then again, get another text layer, maybe change the color. Oops, it jumped up. So plus, I'm going to add a new layer, type, make sure I'm on that layer, more words. Check mark. I'll come down to FX. Let's try inner shadow. And you can see it gives it an inner shadow. I can give it an inner glow. I can give it an overlay. I can give it a stroke around the edges. All sorts of things to play with in here. So again, get a new layer, type something, anything you want. Let's change the color of that just for ha-has. And again, come down to your FX palette. You have all sorts of choices. You can get a stroke around the edge, an inner glow, an outer glow, bevel and emboss, whatever you want. I just want you to play with this a little bit. Get about 5 layers up on your screen. If you want to, you can do a Command O to open, and you can grab any picture you want. Command A, C, W, V, paste that onto your screen, and then there's a layer that's a picture and not text. And again, go down to your FX palette. As you know already, you can add a drop shadow to that, but you can also add a stroke around the edge. You can bevel and emboss this if you want it to sort of look like a sticker or a button. And just kind of play with it. See what your options are. Explore it a little bit. For this layer styles tutorial, I just want you to do 5 separate layers of some things, just so that you can practice and have some fun with it. I'll grab the beach one. Command A, C, W, V, Command T. Put this one down here. Again, layer styles palette. I'll pick maybe bevel and emboss. I kind of like that one. Maybe a texture, maybe not a texture. Pattern overlay, we're going to get into that. Gradient overlay, we're going to get into that in a minute. Color overlay, we'll get into that, but I just want you to just kind of play with some of the other ones that are a little more obvious. Again, Shift Command E, File, Save As. You're going to save this as more layer styles. FX, so that you know what it is. Give it your name. Save it to the desktop. If you have questions, ask. Upload it to Schoology. Thank you.